Hello, I'm Amber Uper, and this is a model kit review. And for this model kit review, we have an Airfix model of the German World War I Hannover CL-3 A. Now this was a two-seater observation slash fighter probably. I'm not sure if it was a fighter, but it's observation plane. Anyway, as you can see, this Airfix kit is a blister pack kit. So it's probably pretty old as far as kits go, I'm guessing. I don't know if they make them. Maybe they still make kits packaged this way. I don't know. But anyway, let's look at the back here, because here's your painting instructions in color. Shows the losange pattern camouflage on the undersides of the wings and that, and on the sides of the body. So, and then they have instructions right here. So we'll just look at the instructions first, and then I'll open up the box. So we have, well, this one even has a seat for the pilot here. Yeah, shows that, and then that goes there, and the two body halves go together, and then apparently you gotta put the motor in and the propeller in front. Apparently the gunner's standing up in the observer's position. You got the machine gun there. Looks like extra ammo, maybe, I don't know. And then you got the lower wing, the forward gun. These are little bomb racks. So this is all-purpose airplane, apparently. Then you've got, let's see, there's the upper wing and the wing struts. And then you get down here and you've got the tail surfaces. This one looks like it has a lower tail and an upper tail. Yeah, it's a twin horizontal, if you want to call it that. And then we got the landing gear, the wheels and that, and your tail skid for landing purposes. And here's your instructions on how to put it together, and then it's in 3 different languages here. So that's the packaging on this thing. Alright, let's take a look at the parts, and we'll open her up. Obviously I haven't done this until now, so I'm going to build this one. So open her up, pour out the parts. Alright, so we'll put that off to the side. Here's your decals. They seem to be a little yellowed out, but they might still be useful. It's hard to say. This is an old kit, so who knows. Alright, so let's start with the parts. Here's the lower wing. It's one of the seats. And of course I put this white thing down there to get better contrast, and now I'm working with light blue parts, so that's not working out well. Let's see here. Typical. Try to get something. There we go. So you can see that better. Alright, and then at the bottom, these are one-piece wings. You don't have to glue them together. Here's the upper wing, and we'll do that. You can see there's a fair amount of detail on them, rib detail and whatnot. Just got to get the light in the right way to see it. And there's your underside. Your slots for where the wing struts go. So there's the wing. Here's one of the seats. I'm just going to do this. Right. And here's one body piece. Here's the other body piece. Get that out of the way because it's not useful for this. Okay, let's take a look at the inside. There's our mounting points on the inside there. And then on this one here, you got basically the same mounting points. So you put them together. Put the two halves together. Airfix kits are usually pretty good quality. Sometimes you need to do some flash removal and stuff, but you know, a little bit of cleanup and they're fine. So there's your body. Motor goes here. And then we have your horizontal tail surfaces. This is the upper one, these are the lower ones. This pair of struts for something, probably for between these two wings. And then we have, alright, you got your standing up guy. He's got a hole in his middle, which is a usually an injection molding defect. Just fill that with some putty and paint it, and you're fine. There's your motor details. Whoop, there's the motor. Can't see that. So that's your motor. Alright, there's the front of the cowling with the propeller shaft hole sticking out. Let's see now. I talked about the pilot already. See if I can show you some better detail on him. Depends on if my camera will focus. Hard to say. So here's your bomb racks. Tiny bombs. It's kind of what they did back in the day. There's one machine gun here. This is probably the one in the back, and this is the one on the cowling. And then you got your strip here. So there's that parts. Then we have, here's your landing gear, the wheels, the struts, the axle. There's your tail skid. I think that's for the propeller. This little piece here holds the propeller shaft in. Here's your wing struts. So there's those. Here's the pilot. Not a high level of detail, but you know it's 1/72nd scale. Sometimes they're pretty high level, but oftentimes they're just medium level. You paint them and it brings the details out anyway. And then here's the propeller. And the propeller shaft for mounting it. And then we have a stand. And that is what comes in the model kit. So that is the kit for the Hannover CL-3 A. As produced by Airfix in 1/72nd scale. Thanks for watching.